Hi, my name is Cindy Rang with the Fabric Patch in Ephrata, Washington. We are a large quilt shop in central Washington state, and we're doing a tour of our shop. So this is our fourth little installment. We're trying to do it in about 20 to 30 minute stints because the shop is relatively large, and we thought not just to show you the fabrics and some of the fun ideas, but a lot of the quilts that are hanging. We have over 250 quilts between what we have hanging here at the shop and in the retreat center, and it's kind of fun just to see them done and just to get some ideas. The other thing is that I think most of what we have is online, but if there's something that you can't find or something that you see, you can either just do a really quick screenshot or a timestamp and email us. You can email us Cindy@fabricpatch.net, Brianna@fabricpatch.net, or orders@fabricpatch.net, and we'll try to find what it is you're looking for, and we'll help you out with some personal shopping. So we are standing in the baby area of the shop. Our quilt shop is about 5,000 square feet. We've got a Christmas room, we've got a floral room, we've got a baby room, and we started to see half of this with our very first installment. That's when we saw all of this, but I just want to point out that it's been 3 weeks and it's already changed a lot. That's Elephant Joy that's in the window. I can't remember what it was last time. It was something totally different. And the other thing from that first walkthrough that people had questions about was daisy blooms. So this is a raw edge applique. So super simple quilt as you go technique. You can put these flowers down and then you just stitch around the outside edge, and it kind of has that really soft raggedy edge. A very popular quilt. This particular one was done with Minkee on the background and then some chenille on the outer edge. So people had questions about exactly what that was. And I think on the website when you order the pattern, I think it's a blue quilt that's shown, but there's a larger quilt or the smaller baby daisy blooms pattern, and that's the baby daisy blooms pattern. My daughter and I have over 250 patterns between the two of us, and all of those are available as printed or an immediate download, and that is one of them. All right, we're going to go this way, and I'm going to show you the other half of the baby room. So over here, this is kind of our art gallery section. So what's really fun about art gallery is that there's really multiple different lines here, but it all goes together. It's really nice. There's Llama Llama is here. There's Brave Little Bear, Be Wild. There's a bunch of them, and they all kind of go together. Very modern colors, modern animals. There's a lot of different panels that go with it. This one I think is Brave Little Bear. Be Wise Little Owl, has a cute little hedgehog in it. This one is Adventure Awaits, and then gosh, there's a couple. There's one with a there's a growth chart panel, and then this one is the Love You Llama one. That there's still some of these left, and it's a mama and a baby. Maybe I should open this. Should I open it? Let them see it. This whole line is so cute. Llamas have been really popular, hedgehogs, and of course, I think for a long time, foxes, hedgehogs, and of course bears. Bears are classic. Bears, there's always new bears every year. The llamas are kind of new though, and super fun. So this one you can see, it's just a mom and its baby, and then a couple of kind of fun borders. So all you really have to do with this is just get a couple of other pieces, put something else that's kind of textural on the top and the bottom, and you're ready to go. The other thing that you can put on the back is Minkee. That's why we're right next, the baby room is right next to the Minkee room, and we'll show you some of that stuff in a minute. Also down here is Jungle Paradise. Jungle Paradise is a really bright line with some really cool stuff. There's some birds, a lot of really bright fabrics, and I think quite a few of the panels. There was an oversized panel. I'm going to open this one. an oversized panel, and I think there was a book panel. What is this one? This is the book, and I think I have it upside down, or even sideways. It's a large panel. All of the panels come with the directions of exactly what to do to finish it, but you can see that this has kind of some 3D components to it, where the book is kind of interactive, which is really neat. All right, and this is Jungle Paradise. Nice and bright. Fun ideas. All right, let's see. Let's come back here. We have some Eric Carle. Classic Eric Carle. There is some Hungry Caterpillar. Brown bear, what do you see? There is still a little bit of this left. This is that, what is this one called? Hungry Animal Alphabet. This one is actually a reprint from Janet Wecker Fresh, and she did this one years ago and she reprinted it, but what's kind of cool about it is that it's really for like extremely smart kids, because for like H, he's sitting on a hassock, and let's see what else is on there. There's a narwhal under the ends. There is let's see, Argyle. The alligator's wearing argyle socks. The hippo is wearing a hibiscus flowered pajamas. A jaguar eating jam. An ostrich. And also the bashful bear and the embarrassed elephant. Just really nice, really cool artwork. Really nice coordinates that go with it. The border is really pretty. Let's see. Let's come over. What is the name of this line? Animal Crackers. There's a bunch down here that are Animal Crackers, and it also has some really neat alligators. There's alligators. There's some hilarious monkeys with hearts. There's a nice little alphabet. Some cows. There's cows on red, cows on green, monkeys on green, more alligators. There's quite a few fun coordinates of it. You can see there's not a lot left of everything, but there's quite a few fun pieces, and there's 2 panels left. This panel, I think there's only 5 of them left, and it's a little bit of a heavier weight. It has a linen blend, so it's just a nice thicker. And it's got some little 10-inch squares. So there's the pig, the alligator, the cow, the cat, the sheep, the bird, the penguin. I love the teddy bear. So you could make crackers with this. You could do a Stars and Stripes. You could do timber, all kinds of different things. And then this panel is a very large panel, also made out of that thicker kind of a linen blend. Very large, oversized. And you could cut this up and do a couple different things with the large blocks, or leave it together. Just put a couple borders on it and you're good to go. I love this line. Some of these things, we have extra stuff still in the shop. We had fabrics that were coming in while we were still closed, and so that was long before the box openings. For those of you that watch us often, you'll know we do box openings on Wednesday nights and Friday mornings, so you can see what's new in the shop. It helps you to do a little bit of shopping, but a lot of this stuff has been here for a little bit longer because it was before we were doing box openings and when the shop was closed to outside customers. So there's a lot of hidden gems around here. All right. So let's go into kind of the Minkee area. The Minkee kind of starts out here by the baby stuff. And if you're not familiar with Minkee, Minkee is It's 100% polyester, super, super soft. Some people get a little nervous about the idea of using polyester, but it works great. It is very washable. Throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer. It always looks exactly the same. It's really nice for the backs of quilts because it just makes it super soft. We have a ton of examples and samples to show you because we use a lot of Minkee. Some is double-sided, and they call that fleur, where it has kind of a nice soft, thicker nap on one side and a smoother nap on the other. All of it comes 60 inches wide. And so it is a little bit more. It can be anywhere from $14.99 a yard on up. You'll see that not all of it is listed on our website just because it's a little bit cost prohibitive to ship, but we're more than happy to help you out if you're looking for a backing for something. Also, the inventory changes fairly often. So let's come on into this room and we'll show you a bunch of the samples we have made out of Minkee. Okay, so you'll have to bear with me. There are tons of samples back here. Like I said, we really like sewing with Minkee. So we have a lot of baby samples, a lot of soft 3D stuff, and a lot of quilts. We put it on the back of almost every quilt that we make. If we're making a quilt for somebody who's little, we put it on the back because it's just so soft. So we'll start here. So there's a pattern company called McKay Musers. It's a mother, and I think she has, either three or four daughters, and they all kind of design together. They have a lot of fun stuff that we really like, but one of them is this Twisty Twirly scarf. And so this Twisty Twirly scarf, it's really nice. It's fairly thin, but what they do, the little secret, is when they are sewing the seam together, they put in a little piece of elastic that they sew down. So it makes this fun little twisty, twirly scarf. And when you choose a Minkee that has kind of an animal print to it, has this faux animal, it's really, really nice. They also have this one, it's called Winter Warmers, and they've got the gauntlets, they have a hat, they have mittens, they have a cowl, all kinds of different things in there that you can put things together. We also have a mitten pattern. Our mitten pattern is very different from theirs, and you can also find that. I think we showed you that when we were in the Christmas room 2 weeks ago. Again, you can see all kinds of different colors and textures of the Minkee, different faux animal stuff, and you can see that there's kind of like one that they call a faux fur, where it has a lot of different textural changes. There's also a bunch that are printed, and usually what will happen is they'll license an image, whether it's from Kaufman or Benartex, different companies, to be able to have a lot of different options for their backings. Over here, let's see, let's go this way. So the other thing that we have are these things called sweet strips. And sweet strips, they're packaged in multiple colorways. I think at the moment we probably have about a dozen different colorways in stock. We have the primary reds, primary colors, we have pastels, and what they are is they're 10-inch strips. So that what you can do with 10-inch strips is you can kind of make your own stripped quilt. And this is a quilt as you go. We have a video where we show you how to do this, because you can get a kit. Oh, here, let me show you this one. It's this quilt, same idea, but it's packaged in different ways. You can get this exact color. I'll hold it open in a minute. Or you can get this one. It's called Hear Me Roar. This one was the one that just came in that we showed for the box opening Friday morning, and this one is called Silver Jubilee. And so they look like this. So all you do is you just need a 2-yard piece of backing. So this one happens to have just a solid blue backing. And then you just lay your 10-inch strip down and you do a quilt as you go. So you can do the whole piece that's not been cut, or you can take a piece that you can cut into 2.5-inch strips or 5-inch strips and piece the whole thing together. And since you are laying right sides together and sewing it, you're not only sewing that seam, but again, you're doing, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you're doing a quilt as you go. And again, we have a full video showing you how to do this. So there's this one, The silver Jubilee looks like this one. It's really, really pretty. And again, this one on the back has this silver fox on it, so makes it really nice. We also have it in this one, and this one is called, this is just cream colorway. And again, if you don't find the exact colorway you're thinking, that's again what these are for, the sweet strips. So there are 5 10-inch strips in there already all pre-cut and packaged, so that you have a little kit that you can put together. Or if you want it to be larger than the 50 by 60 roughly size, you can just add more. Let's see, so if we keep coming around, more sweet strips. I don't know if you can pan down here, Brianna, show some of the colors, and you can see some of them have the textures in them. This one is called Eggplant. Beautiful textures. Or there's the solids. This one is just called Purple. And then there's some really pretty teals, same idea. Up here, this is that kind of faux chenille. Feels like chenille, looks like chenille, 100% polyester. More purples. This is that printed one. And this is one, I'm going to step in front of you, one that we sort of packaged together. So it just has that same Minkee lap pattern, and we went ahead and packaged multiple 10-inch strips in there for kind of a purple girly one. Some of the other samples that we have over here. This is one of those two-sided pieces of Minkee that we talked about. So it's the same on both sides. So this is just a 10-inch square, and all we did was we just sewed this really pretty eyelet binding on it, and you just have this little soft, squishy baby blanket. This one is also 2 of those 30-inch squares. Well, actually, this is a 30-inch square of Minkee, and then we put cotton on the back side, and then we just did an applique. I'll show in a few minutes. It's behind the camera, a pattern that has all of these little appliques. What you can do with this is, if you've played with Minkee very much before, you'll know that it's a little bit stretchy. And so all you have to do is, with your basic fusible web, just do the exact same thing. Trace onto your fusible web, iron it to the wrong side of your Minkee, cut it out, iron it down. There's no stretching at all. The other thing that's really nice is there's no raw edge to Minkee. It doesn't keep fraying. It doesn't have a chenille look to it. It doesn't pill. It doesn't continue to fray as you wash it. It'll always look exactly the same. You can also do machine embroidery on your Minkee if you'd like to. If you want to put it on the corner of a blanket, if you want to put it on a pillow, it doesn't make any difference. You're still going to use your stabilizer the way that you would with any machine embroidery. This little ducky, this is actually called Ziggy Quack Quack, but it's no longer available in this blue colorway. Currently, it is a gray and yellow colorway, but it's the exact same idea. This is not pieced, this is a printed piece of Minkee. Here's more of the sweet strips. This one is packaged, and I think this one is called Scarlet Park. It has some deer on it. It has kind of a Christmassy red big check look to it. And then these are some of the individual ones. So we have others that we can add if you feel like you wanted to make sure that you had 7 10-inch squares to make a larger quilt. We could set you up with a sweet strip and add a few more that would go with it. This one, we have a couple of kits, same thing, that we just sort of packaged to go together with a quilt that looks like this. Same idea, it's just that Minkee strip lap quilt. Oops, I have it upside down, sorry. Let me move it around. Little cowboy one. And again, I know I mentioned this before, throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer. You cannot do anything destructive to this. They last for a really long time. We've done a lot of soft sculptures with it. So this one is one of the Minkee Musers patterns, and it's called Pika. I think it's called Tuolumne the Pika. And so she does have also kind of a little throw that goes with it. And you put his little face is kind of at the corner of the throw. Or there's just this little soft guy. I know he looks like a mouse. I think he's some sort of like a mountain mouse or something. I'm not exactly sure what a pika is. It's not native to our area. Let's see. This is Llama Minkee. It gets a little more expensive when it has a nap like that, but kind of fun to work on. Let's come over this way. There. This is the little Tuolumne, the critter corner, so you can see that that's what they do, is it's just the 2 pieces of Minkee. And again, Minkee is 60 inches wide, so if you get 1 yard, you can get 2 of these little soft blankets that'll end up being 36 by 30, which is perfect for a crib size. And she also has a couple of patterns where it's called critter corners. So this one has the moose in the corner. It even has the moose prints. You can change it into a reindeer if you want to. Look at the little pink moose. That's adorable. And then this one is a bear. And again, it has the same thing, has the little footprints. So kind of a cute idea for somebody to have a fun little blankie. Some of her other patterns, she actually has one called a knapsack, and it is a homemade sleeping bag out of Minkee. Super easy to construct. There's no zipper in it. It just has these great big ties on it. Makes it really easy. This one is another critter corner with a little quail in the corner. Uh-oh, Lizzie's joining us. Sorry about that. This one has a raccoon. We also have one with a bunny in the corner. And then all kinds of other little soft sculptures that she has. There's a lobster, seahorse, a whale, and then over here she has, let's see. The ones over here are actually not hers. So these are the ones that are all Musers. But then the other company that we really like is Carle Zoo. We have featured her stuff before. What's really nice about Carle's patterns is that it's 2 pattern pieces. So it'll be the right front and you flip it over and it's the left front, same thing the back, mirror image for the other side. So super, super simple, and all you have to do is you just trace your pattern onto fusible interfacing, iron that fusible interfacing to the wrong side of your Minkee, cut out on the line, and then there's no stretch. They also come with the little nose or the eye pieces so you don't have to worry about it. So an example of this Carle's moose is this one, and then we added a little Rudolph the reindeer nose to him and just stuffed him. And again, that's just 2 pattern pieces. This one is the polar bear. This is hers. She also has a cat, an elephant, a pig, penguin. This is hers, the little Carle's hippo. And you can't quite tell, so you look at the pattern, but look at how big it is. It's a good sized hippo. And again, we love doing it with Minkee. You can also just throw in a little bit of cotton if you want to do that. I think, yeah, this one was 3 pattern pieces for this one. This one is the bunny. Hilarious. Super soft and cute. And this is just the little hand stitching that we have to do. And this is Skinny Bunny is the name of this one. Anyway, super fast, easy to do, kind of addictive. You can make it along with just a little blanket. This one is another one of those. This is just a smaller version of that stripped blanket. And so again, and this one I think even comes with the backing in this one. So it's just a small little crib size. The other thing that they've been packaging are these Read to Me kits. And so this one is the On the Farm Read to Me. I think we just got this one last Friday. And so this is the printed Minkee that has the book. And again, it's all soft, even has a little handle. And it comes with the quilt, so it has the backing and the top of the quilt. Or there's this one, Critter Count, and it also has this adorable book with all of the animals that you can count. And then this is the quilt that goes with this one, and it's the front, the back, the binding, and the book all packaged in a kit just like this. And it's inexpensive for the whole thing. $60, $59.99 for the whole thing. The other pattern that we have, and we don't at the moment have a sample, but it's called Cuddle Buddy. And it's another one that with just a yard of Minkee, you have your 30 inches for the front, 30 inches for the back, and we tell you how to add a little stuffed animal to the top and the bottom, so you have kind of a little huggable stuffed animal blankie, and that's called Cuddle Buddy, and that's our pattern. Let's see, you can see some of the others, and again, these are not all on your website, but on our website at fabricpatch.net. But if there's something that you see that you're interested in that you think is exactly right for the project that you're doing, you can just do a timestamp and describe it, or take a picture and let us know. Brianna, can you see the back there? The bright jungle animal, are you able to see that? The llamas. We have a bunch of race cars. Kind of fun. What else is down here? More race cars. More vintage race cars. Some of these I just can't believe that they're still here. It's just super, super cute. All right, we're going to back up this way just a little bit. Okay, so there's two different options here for scarves. And so Shannon packages what they call an infinity scarf. And we did a little tutorial on this. If you sign up for our newsletter, just go to our website at fabricpatch.net. There's a little menu there. If you click on newsletter and sign up for that, we suggest other videos. There's sometimes coupons, different events, things that are happening. And the video that we suggested last Thursday was a tutorial on exactly how to make this. It is 2 seams. Could not be faster. They come pre-cut and ready to go. So this one is the infinity scarf. So you can see that the size of this, it actually hangs down in case you have jewelry. It's just very fashionable. Fits really nice when you have on your coat, and it comes in lots of different colors. This silver fox is always popular. At the moment, we have quite a few in stock, but this changes quickly, especially just before the holidays. We also have brown fox, equally beautiful. We have a black one and a white one, and these are, gosh, what are they? Aren't they like $15? $15. Everything you need is in here. There's also the directions, and again, we have a video. Now, the other thing that we've done is we have done a cowl. So the cowl, you can see, is shorter. So it's made exactly the same way, but the only other difference too is we packaged it out of what is called seal cuddle, and so it's super, super soft, very, very plush. Comes in 3 colors. It comes in this ivory, a gray, or a black. And so there's the infinity cowl or the infinity scarf. And again, at the moment, we have quite a few of both, but it does change fairly quickly. We've also packaged the Twisty Twirly scarf. We have that in a few different colors. I think what we showed you was the little cheetah print, leopard print. We have a zebra. We have a black one. We have an adorable bright one. It's kind of fun. So anyway, lots of different scarf options so you can get things done before the holiday rush. The other things that we have, there are some other smaller kits. slippers. Super easy thing to do out of Minkee. So this one you can see it has the printed Minkee and then that thick stuff on the inside and a little tip, sewing tip. If you don't have that grippy bottoms to add to your slippers, this is just a hot glue gun. Just take your hot glue gun, put little dollops of glue, let it dry, and again, this stuff, you just cannot destroy it. It doesn't melt anything, doesn't hurt anything, doesn't wash off, doesn't pick off, and you end up with nice little grippers on the bottom of your slippers if you need those. So this one is called Tiny Toes is the name of the pattern, and this is again one of those Minkee Musers patterns. We love this pattern. Lots of different sizes, really fast to make up. We've also, I think you might have seen this when we were doing the kitchen and we were talking in the first one about the toweling. So this is a stocking made out of toweling with just a leftover piece of Minkee for the cuff, kind of a trendy modern stocking. And then this one also, oh no, this is an indigo junction pattern. And for this particular one, what they are suggesting that you use is that two-sided Minkee. So this one, it's suede on one side and soft plush on the other side. I think we have this still in this color and also kind of an ivory color at this moment. Stock changes a lot, but it would also be one that you could do two-sided. So lots of different sizes for these little handmade slippers. Lots of ideas. They do a 90-inch wide Minkee, which is really nice if you want to put it on the back of a quilt that's a little bit larger. Again, the reason that this is not listed on our website is because it's a little cost prohibitive to ship. We just do a flat rate $8 shipping, and this is fairly heavy, so there is a little bit of a shipping charge, but if you call us, we can help you with this and help you to pick out the right thing. Or if you're local, obviously you come in and you can just grab this and pick this up. I think that the extra wide comes in like 18 different colors. If you are a ways away and shipping is an issue, maybe your local quilt shop carries it. The other thing is we're going to come back over here for just 1 second and I'm going to show you some of these other applique patterns. Okay, so again, Minkee Musers, they are the ones that have done these really cool drawings. I'm going to flip it around so you can see on the back. So these are the 6 animals that are included in this template pack. And this one is called the Wild Animal Collection. So you can see there's a monkey, an elephant, the dinosaur, a turtle. So they give you all of the directions to be able to sew it with Minkee, and that's what we used on this one. Again, we just traced it onto the back of the fusible web, ironed it down, stitched around, and totally done. But if you prefer cotton applique or wool applique, a template pattern pack works well with everything. And they have a couple of them. This one is one of my favorites, especially for this time of year. This one is the polar opposite is what this one is called. And so you can see there's an orca, a narwhal, polar bear, a penguin. Just kind of fun. All you really have to do is if you have just a little piece of Minkee, add one little animal to the corner. Makes it kind of fun. They have several different ones. There is a farm animal one. There is a forest critters, furry friends, all kinds of them that you can choose from. The other thing that you can do is they have a base block pattern. And so there's 2 different styles. And so their whole idea is to go ahead and take some leftover bits of your Minkee, sew them together, and then you put your animals on the top. So when you buy that template pack and they're talking about the basic template pattern, this is what they're talking about. So if you feel like you are comfortable sewing with the Minkee, then this is what they're mentioning. And I wonder if we should go out front and show them our little trick for piecing with Minkee. Okay, so we finished the tour back there in the baby room and in the Minkee room, but I thought I would come out here for just 1 second and show you our Minkee piecing trick. And so some of you guys have seen this before. If you've watched some of our Minkee videos, you already know what it is. It is sticky solvy. And so it's made by Sulky, and it comes 2 ways. It can either come in a 1-yard package, just like this, or you can get it by the yard like this if you feel like you want a whole bunch more. And what it is we just cut it into strips. We don't really measure them. So this might be 3/8 of an inch, might be a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. It doesn't even have to be straight. It doesn't matter. But what we do is we put it on the edge. And what we mean by that is that if you are sewing with Minkee, you might notice that along the selvage, it's straight, does not stretch at all. But across from selvage to selvage, it is fairly stretchy. And so sometimes that bothers people, and that's why when we're doing a fusible applique, that's great because we're tracing our fusible web, ironing it to the wrong side, cutting it out, and that stabilizes it. Or if we are making our little soft sculptures, we trace our pattern onto a fusible interfacing, iron that to the wrong side, and again, it doesn't stretch at all. So for this though, when we have this stretchy bottom here, Brianna, are they able to see that? All you're going to do is you're just going to take this, you peel this off, and this is sticky, thus the name Sticky Solvy. So we're just going to stick this to the edge without stretching anything. We'll just keep going. And the other part of the name Solvy means that this is going to disintegrate in water, and in like seconds. When we sew with this, we leave it in there. We don't do anything until the very first time that the quilt is washed. All of this will go away. It's on the wrong sides, so when we sew right sides together, you don't even know that it's there. You can't feel it, you can't see it, but then eventually it's just going to end up in the wash water, and no one will ever even know that it's there. But in the meantime, what has happened is you've taken all of the stretch out of that side of your Minkee. So that's why we use it all the time for everything. We use it for strip quilts, we use it for backing, we use it for soft sculptures. So if you need any help with that, you can find that on our website. And again, you can email us if you have further questions. If you're local, come on in and we'll show you how to do this. And we hope you've enjoyed this tour number 4 of our quilt shop. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.